got some thoughts on this here pay-per-view. Dustin Poirier versus Conor McGregor 3. We got some thoughts. This was a wild weekend, boys.
It was everything we needed. It was everything that we deserved. The good and the bad.
Some very predictable. Some things kind of got crazy on us.
Where are we starting from the bottom or the top?
You could say this card might have been out of hand completely, but yeah, I think we should go from the bottom. There's just so much all the way through, right? I mean, the first fight, the flyweight bout, Zumagulov versus Rivera, with the standing guillotine choke. Did you guys check this?
I didn't catch that.
I came in late, but I checked this fight out afterwards, and holy smokes, that was kind of cool. And I guess Rivera kind of got mad about it, and it was almost like a controversial, like they almost got in a second fight. But,
But he tapped, right?
He shrugged it off. Yeah, he tapped, but he, I don't know. He was just mad about it, salty, I guess you could say. But it's pretty cool. I love to see the standing guillotine. Not a lot of those.
Night of weird calls on the ref's behalf.
But he tapped, though. There's no ref's call.
No, yeah, he tapped. He was getting like...
Ain't no ref has nothing to do.
It was a deep choke. I mean,
he wasn't getting out of that.
No, it was bad.
I mean, I don't know how you don't get out of that.
Yeah.
I mean,
but yeah. So Brad Tavares and Akhmedov, you guys all tuned in on this one, right? This is when y'all came in.
Yeah, this is when that.
So yeah, Brad Tavares and Akhmedov. I was expecting a knockout from Akhmedov myself.
no, but that almost went to Brad.
Yeah, no, he did go to Brad. I mean, not a knockout, but
it almost did. He caught him with a bunch of
He did catch him. I was doubting. I've been doubting Tavares on his knockout power because all of his decision wins. That's the majority of his wins. But yeah, he got it done. Hard fought too.
Yeah, he just hurt him, and that's what got him to this.
Still got a chin though, man. He took some big boy shots.
Yeah.
From that beast. Akhmedov looks good, man. He's probably gonna still keep going, but nice to see Tavares still has a chin. Next one was Maya versus Jessica Ai. Jessica now sporting the third eye on top of her forehead.
That was insane.
She's sporting that one.
She got a coin slot.
That's going to be a nice little scar. I don't know.
She was hype about it. She seemed really into it.
I'll give her credit. She was being tough.
As if she wanted it. She was like, yeah, I got this.
Jennifer Maya was clearly, she was going to take that from the
She's
kid.
way sharper.
Yeah.
From the stand-up, too. Which I wasn't.
It was nice to see. She was sporting her Muay Thai skills, out there.
Yeah.
Good head movement too. You know what I mean? It was pretty awesome.
She looked really good.
Yeah. So Trevin Giles versus Dricus du Plessis. Holy crap! I didn't see the bounce off the cage knockout coming because he looked like he was in the process of getting knocked out himself.
Yeah, Giles just cornered him, dude. Giles had him on the ropes.
This caught me off guard. This caught everyone off guard.
It was a fun one. It kept going all night. Like it got wild, which is what you want out of Conor McGregor card. Everybody comes to bring
You
it.
could see where the matchmakers were going with this one.
Oh right, they just brought their A game.
Duplessis was so happy. He was so pleased with himself too. He was like, "Oh, I got him! I did. He thought he had me, and then I stuck him."
Yeah, he seems like a nerd from South Africa. He's a cool guy though. But yeah, that was pretty awesome. I mean, we were pretty excited. I jumped into somebody else's chair on accident when I saw the knockout. But it was a good one. Ryan Hall versus Ilia Topuria.
Now this was
very.
This was like watching.
A lot of my friends are butthurt about this one.
This was like watching someone play Voldo in Soul Calibur.
Once he tried for so many.
He was spamming that in Minari rule.
Yeah, that's the best way.
He was spamming it over and over again. And I saw his corner too, and I saw Frost Zahabi was in his corner. I was like, how is this not going to go his way? If you got Frost in your fucking corner. Topuria is tough all in all, but still, like, Ryan Hall trains at Upstate Karate, plus 50-50, plus his own 50-50 gym, plus TriStar. It's like, that's a crazy fucking
This looks
That's
like
a lot.
I wouldn't know what to tell him in there though. Like who? Like
Stop spamming the Imanari, dude. I think he might have would have like taken it home if he made it to the second round. Because I think Frost would have given him some like really good corner advice, but he never got to his corner. He spammed it once again, and Topuria did exactly what he was supposed to do with those
13.
inverted guard. That like when people just go for that De La Hiva or that inversion, it's like
every couple times he was eating a big shot too. So it's not like it was unanswered.
Yeah.
Like
I mean, he was landing a couple of like punches, but like nothing really too. I had him winning in that first round until he got stopped. But yeah,
13 seconds left.
Topuria did exactly what he was supposed to do to deal with that inversion.
and
That inversion
deal with the
scares-
shitty little kicks.
He
or
felt
Yeah,
whatever.
like-
shitty little kicks.
He looked like he was trying to handle like a weasel. He was like, ah.
He should have thrown more shitty kicks. He wasn't throwing enough. I don't think he was kind of just spamming the Minari. Wasn't mixing it up as much.
Looking a little
Where are the
funky.
kicks?
He's looking a little wonky out there. I don't know if you ask me.
Hold
Like-
up. We totally glassed over Jessica I's coach. Her corner talk.
Wait,
Oh,
we're going
man,
back
yeah.
to Jessica I now.
That was but she had like the craziest corner
Wait, you
talk.
want to stop? You want to go back for that?
I think it is. I think it's notable at least. We like a good, exciting coaches, and
It's the absence of the kicks. Where are the kicks?
yeah, those type of things. We love those. We love bad advice. Those are the exciting parts of the UFC. But then, what was that at the end of the last round or whatever? She's like, "Get around, Jessica I."
He was like, she was getting her head bounced off the floor, and he got over there, and he was like, "You did such a good job, Jessica I."
Yeah, good face blocks, Jessica I. But no, that was funny. I forgot about that.
Where are the kicks? You got great kicks.
But I guess we can move on. Nico Price versus Pereira.
Wait, what were you saying about Topuria and Hall though?
No, as I was saying, when people like invert like that, it just like scares a lot of people. But like Topuria did exactly what he was supposed to do. Like just stop the head. Like he kind of did like a pressure pass thing, where he kind of just scooted his butt over.
There was one moment where I think Ryan got a leg, and then Topuria just jumped out, smartly.
I don't remember
There was like a
ever
moment
being in a leg
He
thing.
slightly had a leg for a moment, and then he jumped out. But yeah, he was never in danger, for sure.
It's just like one flaw I find from Ryan Hall is his game plan is you could see a mile away. It's like he's not gonna do anything else other than the Imanari roll will be there.
Yeah,
It's like the shitty little kicks will be there, and it's like I don't know. Topuria is a black belt as well, so it's like
you think the reign is over for like single styled fighters or whatever, specialists, I guess they call them.
I don't know. It depends on the style. It depends on.
I'm just saying, we just saw it doesn't really work anymore.
I thought no, but it works. It fucking works. It's just like he was I don't know why he was just spamming it over
It's
and
his
over
thing.
and over and over. That is not what he does in his previous fights.
true.
He kicks. He does shitty little kicks more. He makes you not see it coming. You throw that thing when someone's heavy on the front leg, like or heavy on one of the legs, and I don't know. I think if he went back to his corner, Frost would have saved his ass. I think probably would have told him stop spamming the fucking Imanari rolls. It was like
I would
insane.
hope so. Yeah.
But yeah,
Understand
that's
your
not what
frustration,
I
man,
was.
as a jiu-jitsu guy. I totally get it.
Yeah, but as a jiu-jitsu guy, I totally see where Topuria was coming from. It's like that's how you deal with guys like that. Guys at my gym, dude.
He gave him the blueprint.
Yeah, there's just guys that actually do that in jiu-jitsu where they just spam the Imanari roll. They just like go upside down.
No, yeah, come down to
Yeah.
me. Come find me down
Yeah.
here. That's all. I don't know. I don't know if that's going to keep working for him.
Yeah, it scares a lot of people, but I mean, if you know how to deal with it, it's not that scary. But yeah.
Hopefully
That's
we
what
see him back.
His 4-fight win streak is over now, but
It is
you
what
know.
it is. But yeah, we should move on to Pereira versus Price, right?
Yeah.
Didn't expect it to go his way. I think it was.
This was robbery. I'll say it.
I don't think it was robbery. I'm not saying I didn't expect the decision to go his way. I just didn't expect a fight to go like that. But as you could see, like if it was more than 3 rounds, which you can say for a lot of fights, and it's whatever, blah blah blah, hearsay at this point. I think Pereira would have got his ass kicked because towards the end of the fight, I mean, Price was putting it on him.
Yeah, I don't get how you can look at that last 2 minutes and say that Pereira won.
So it only takes 2 minutes of the last round, even though you win 2 other rounds. It only
I don't
takes 2
think
minutes of the
Pereira
last
like
round
soundly
to win.
took the second round.
They're going by boxing's like old system, and it's 2 rounds to 1. It is what it is. At that
Pereira
point.
got on mount.
10-point.
He got to mount with Nico Price. He did a backflip and then got into mount.
He did a backflip
and got into mount.
I'm not sure how they score those anymore, but yeah, you get it.
He ended up mounting the guy.
It's like his special move he has to do every fight or something. I don't know what to say about it at this point. It's like when you see him on the card, you're gonna be like, "Oh, backflip's happening." You just gotta. Which round we're gonna start betting on?
I said too. This is gonna be a weird
You
one.
called it, dude.
It's gonna be so
It's
fucking
gonna be
weird.
wonky.
And he does a backflip while Nico pulls guard. It's fucking weird. He tried to do an Americana from mount, and it's like you're not gonna finish a UFC fighter with an Americana from mount. You gotta go to side control or something. But it was weird, yeah.
It was exciting. Everything we expected. Carlos Condit versus Max Griffin, also very exciting. I would say a banger, right?
I'm surprised they went 5 rounds.
3 rounds, but yeah, the full distance, 15 minutes of smashing each other. But yeah, man, well done by Max Griffin. Carlos Condit looked pretty good still, though. I mean, I wouldn't say he's like needs to retire or anything like that, like most people probably might. Still looks pretty good.
Yeah, he looks good for a person that's in his part of his career.
Yeah, man. You know the twilight years, they say.
Oh, is that what they call it?
Yeah, twilight of your career.
Mm.
It's the latter years. La-ti-da. But yeah, man, the main event. All right, Sean O'Malley versus Chris Moutinho.
All right, the best Irishman on this card.
This was fight of the night. So,
Was it?
yeah.
It was actually fight of the night. Holy
Yeah,
crap.
so that's one thing I'm happy for is for Chris Moutinho, First UFC debut, main card,
This guy is
He got
indestructible. Moutinho.
$75,000 plus whatever the UFC is paying him for that.
I just said this a minute ago, but this was robbery.
By the way, what? Right, yeah, early stoppage.
Matino was
But
going to turn
actually
that
an
a
early
whole
stoppage.
franchise around in the last 30
Bro,
seconds.
let the guy go out on his sword, right? Like
Right.
it was fine.
I think
how
O'Malley
many
was
seconds?
scared.
Like 20 seconds left or something.
I think most people thought it was good stoppage.
Yeah, I get it, but it's like the damage is done. He wanted to go out on a shield.
Oh, I can only get punched in the face for... I'm only allowed to get punched in the face for 14 and a half minutes before someone steps
That's
in.
up to the coaches at that point, and I think, right?
What's 15 minutes on 14 and a half if you're getting punched in the face?
Exactly?
Yeah, it's like 20 more seconds.
A few more punches, let me get him. He seemed to love getting punched.
He was a boxing bag,
He was
man.
enjoying
He
it.
was a heavy bag, literally.
I mean, I'm a fan.
I think O'Malley was scared. I think he was like, I sense a
He
storm
said
of
he
brewing.
hurt. He was like, dude, my hands hurt from trying to knock this dude out. My hands are killing me. It's like, wow.
He was landing like triple jabs on him. Like, it was insane.
And is it a low blow for Joe Rogan to say his face looks like roadkill or on the live feed?
No.
I thought it was John Anik who said
Would you have been
No,
upset
it
if he
was
said
Joe.
that about like Jessica I? If he was like, her face looks like roadkill. It's like, she got that gash.
All right. Yeah, no, I thought it was funny, but I'm just,
It's kind of true.
should I feel bad
This
for
guy
thinking
was,
it's funny?
I mean, honestly, when they wiped this guy's face, I was like, he doesn't look that bad.
All right. Well,
When they wiped the blood away, he wasn't all swollen and lumpy,
brutal. He got messed up.
I wonder if is this his only fight? in the UFC? Is
he
he back
in?
to? Is he back to a normal?
I actually saw on an interview that he said he had a multi-fight deal, but he seemed like when they asked him, he was like, "I don't want to get into details, but yeah, it's like more than a one-fight deal," and that's like where they left it or whatever.
Okay, because it would be kind of fucked up if they just like gave
No, I
him one
think
fight and it's like bye, back to
No,
like
I think
making
they
no
actually
money.
they did something for him there.
Okay,
so
that's
he's probably
cool.
gonna be back. Yeah,
That's
the
cool.
way it sounded, he'll probably have one more at least. So cool. Yeah. Okay. O'Malley gets no win. Blah, blah, blah.
Such an odd.
How many times are we
Fight.
gonna have to say this
Yeah.
till he gets up there? But
In fairness of O'Malley, he wanted Ricky Simone. So,
yeah, I know. Like he was supposed to fight Smolka, and he signed up for that, and that's legit.
it's like a bunch of people just backed out, so it's not really.
But he
his
called
fault.
out like Font and Garbrandt and a bunch of dudes. Hopefully, one of
Tough
them,
dudes. Those
Yeah.
are tough, scary names.
Yeah.
So I would love to see Garbrandt.
Hopefully, one of those
Ooh,
guys.
Garbrandt versus
That would be-
O'Malley.
that would-
That's a main event. That's like,
That would be the fight
yeah.
all day. I mean, that's a huge. That couldn't even be. I don't know. Like a fight night headliner. That seems big.
Yeah.
It's a that's
Definitely.
a pretty cool fight night. But yeah. So moving on, Irina Aldana boxes up Yana Kunitskaya. Yana was looking jacked. Irina came in 4 pounds over. I don't know. People were starting to doubt her, and the betting odds started to definitely tilt more towards Yana. But I just knew Irina had the boxing to take her out. She did exactly that.
Yeah, it I don't know. It didn't look like Kunitskaya stood a chance in this.
Nah, from beginning to end.
It didn't last too long.
Just the
anyways.
accuracy, man. It's wild. She's good. She did lose to the champion once, but I think she's got a good chance coming back and getting another shot.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, dude. She's. I mean, what is she ranked now? Probably like number 3 or something. I don't even know. But
I just don't know what to believe in the ladies division anymore. I'm just like,
because the champions are so
They're just gonna take
overpowered.
out-
So over,
Yeah.
yeah.
it's shuffling deck chairs on the Titanic. That is, you're either gonna run against Nunes or you're gonna run against.
Shevchenko.
Well, that's minus the straw weight because that title has switched more hands than any of them. So that one stays kind of floating around.
I don't even know what's going on.
This is
Wasn't
bantamweight,
straw
though.
weight? Wasn't it that Chinese
Wei Li was champ.
Zhang Wei Li? Yeah.
No, it's not Mayunas. That's the champ.
Nama Yunez.
Yeah, Rose.
Oh yes, yeah, Thug Rose.
Yes.
Yes. I swear.
One of the greatest, one of the
Wow.
greatest fighters of all time.
Wait, where's my vape?
That reminds me.
Yes, Thug Rose.
Nah, man, she's the shit.
Nama Yunez, the flower of. Where did she fight out of?
I don't know. I know
did
she
she
blew the
fight
roof
out?
off of Jacksonville, though. That was tight.
That was the greatest moment.
It was
That
good.
brought tears to my eyes. As an American, as a
good,
true American.
good time to reminisce on.
Oh, that's what you guys are doing? With
Yeah,
your fucking
no, no, no,
rose-colored
no,
glasses
no,
on
no.
over there.
I want to talk about the most exciting.
Look who's talking.
With your
Look who's
Thug
talking.
rose-colored glasses over there.
Well, we're just reminiscing. All right?
We're just
You're the one who-
reminiscing.
You're the one who led us to this conversation.
Yes, Thug Rose.
With whatever that is. But anyways, no. I want to get into the most exciting part of the pay-per-view, in my opinion.
Oh, really?
Yeah, for sure. Tai Tuivasa, the people's champ,
Yeah.
knocking out
Now he
Greg
is.
Hardy.
Yeah.
This
He's the
was
people's champ.
I was like,
This is what I needed.
this was great. This was pretty awesome.
it was a good knockout.
I think it was everybody's favorite part.
This is
right?
the one fight that I hoped it would go. You know.
I took Devil's Advocate, Devil's Avocado, and I took Greg Hardy. You know, thinking
Didn't
maybe
we
he's
take
gonna get a
Ty?
knockout.
No, we all
took
voted.
Ty.
We all went against
But-
Hardy.
Except for me. But yeah,
Oh yeah.
yeah, I was just on a whim kind of thing.
Y'all know I don't go for Greg ever.
Yeah, I know. But I was just on a whim, and he was wobbled, though. So you can't say, like, it wasn't close. Greg Hardy wobbled him a bit. And then
Then Ty just ended
gink
it.
with the left hook. It was over. Awesome. And then he does the shoey right on the fence.
Yeah.
Man, that's fucking
That was
American
awesome.
in
The
my
picture
opinion. That was more
of-
American than Australian.
People were eating their
At that
words
point.
tonight.
He took
He's the Stone Cold Steve Austin of Australia, right?
yeah.
You can do these now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. We're building a matrix of connections here.
For sure. But it makes sense.
He's drinking out of someone else's shoe too, in the crowd.
Oh, yeah. The way DC put it was so funny when he did it because he's like, oh, he's going to drink beer out of a shoe. Like, he just like is so disappointed in what he's doing. Like, yeah, he's going to drink beer out of somebody's shoe. Here we go. But, yeah, then somebody put Poirier sauce in it. Not nice.
Ugh.
You see that?
Yeah, he was like,
And they
Like
they
right
still
after.
popped the label like it was such a plug for the sauce. Still pop the label in the camera there.
I hate.
Oh, my goodness.
All right. They have hot sauce. Whatever.
Yeah, they got it. Selling a lot of it now, probably. All right, Gilbo Burns versus Steven Thompson.
IBJJF champ.
You called it, man.
What did I say, dude?
Thompson ended up on his back 3 times.
What did I
think,
say?
and stayed there.
I said this so many times. Steven has to get way more things right than Gilbert has, too.
No, I feel you.
It's
But,
like-
you know, it took him a minute, at least. Thompson was looking good. He's always dangerous.
he
can
caught him
always-
a couple times,
Yeah, he
man,
can
with
always
those
knock
weird ass
somebody out.
fucking kicks, man.
Yep.
Like there's kicks that are coming at you, even if like Steven Thompson's like running away from you, he'll still find a way to fucking kick
He
you.
does, yeah. He's like the Zohan. The feet just come out.
He's a
everywhere.
ghost, man. As much as I wanted Steven Thompson to win, it's like I something inside of me always knew Gilbert had this.
Yeah, it was like when Mitt Romney invested in all those Planned Parenthood companies, even though it went against his religion. He knew it was right, even though it wasn't what he wanted.
I don't know what the fuck
It was
you're
exactly
talking
like
about.
that. It's exactly like
I don't
that.
know what you're talking about anymore.
Oh shit!
But
I felt
yeah,
bad.
man, I IBJJF champion. What did I
This was
say?
a bad night for America.
A
In
little
some
bit.
ways,
A little bit.
I mean,
I mean, Ty did that for America too, though.
Ty's Australian.
I know, but you know, America hates hard.
Yeah, America rejects Greg.
We talk shit about people. That's the American way.
And America does eat our own, but are you saying Ty Tuivasa is on his way to being an honorary American?
I mean, I gotta say, he got more points with me. Not that he needed any, but that was pretty sweet.
Because that's how it works. Is if you take down one of our villains, you get like
Yeah, you're
you
in
get
there.
his social security
You get
number.
like the key to the city.
You acquire his green card,
Yeah.
his visa.
Yeah, he has to go to Australia and try to be abusive to women over there.
Exactly.
Imagine,
Good day, mate.
Imagine that's how it worked. It's like 90 Day Fiance, but like with fighters.
Like everyone who's in America now won pitted combat. Wait. Oh snap. This doesn't make sense.
What, fighting for green cards?
Yeah, well the transferring out in. You know what? We'll come up with something. We'll make it work.
All right. Well said.
Not really.
Excellently said. Excellently formulated.
I got nothing else to say on the main event except for
Yeah, that's all.
Ayatoda. So
Oh yeah, definitely. This was what the world needed. I think this is a cosmic correction in the order of things.
I know it's like unfortunate.
Full. It didn't. Nah, man.
How it
Things
happened.
went full circle for Connor, man.
Yeah.
Like
and now he's getting
everything
trolled.
he said that would happen to Poirier happened to him.
And now he's getting
You
trolled.
want to like
recklessly
list
on
all
it.
of
It's
the
like-
times Connor showed his ass in the run up to this?
It's
He said you're gonna go out in a stretcher.
and then he who goes out in a stretcher. It's like, what else?
Yeah, I didn't think it would be. I didn't.
He says
I didn't think
whoever
it would be
shoots.
so bad, but yeah.
He said
Yeah.
submissions don't count, only knockouts count. And then he
No,
went
he-
for a guillotine.
That was referred to. Yeah, that was. He said that like, all my record is actually like I forgot what he said.
I only count
He's like
knockout.
19-3 or some shit, or 22-3 or some shit like that, where
Right.
he didn't count Nate Diaz's rear naked choke and he didn't count like decisions or something like that. But I don't know. It's the same. He did the same thing as Sean O'Malley
Why
did.
wouldn't you count it? You gave up.
Remember when Sean O'Malley was like, "Oh, Marlon Vera, that doesn't count. I'm still like undefeated or whatever." This is the same.
No,
kind
dude,
of shit.
like you're his foot snapped because Poirier
Checked it with his elbow.
checked a kick with his. I mean, he did.
They sleuthed it up. They slowed it down. You
Yeah.
can see the exact moment it
He
happened.
had the correct reaction to something that he did, and he beat him because of that. You know,
He might have not noticed, to be fair, but I mean,
He said, "Whoever shoots first for the takedown's a bitch."
he
And
didn't
then he
shoot he
first
clenched
one
up.
that shoots. Yeah, I know, but it's just funny.
He didn't
that
shoot.
said that. He didn't shoot.
Yeah,
But,
but
man, brutal. I don't like seeing old Connor's all leg wobbly like that.
I
this
do.
is still
I
like
hope it heals
man.
wrong.
Gross.
When he was sitting there in the corner of the ring like a cartoon
and Joe
villain,
Rogan was like kneeling down to him.
when he was like on some like Mike Tyson level villainy, when Mike Tyson threatened to kill Evander Holyfield's children.
This isn't over.
I'm gonna. He
Dude,
called
he was
called
mad.
his
He
wife
was
a
scheming.
hoe.
He was so
Crazy
he was
man.
steaming, dude.
He said he was gonna have sex with Poirier's wife and that she was a hoe.
And she flipped him the bird in the cage.
And
There's
no one
pictures.
understood it because he was going full Irish.
Yeah.
He was
I
full
couldn't
Lucky
understand what he
Charms.
said.
Ah, cha 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 cha.
I had to look at it later what he said in the mic because he was just on that Irish.
He was
shit.
so. This is like the most unclassiest way to like go down.
Listen, you live by the
It's
whiskey
hard.
and the Whoppers. You die by the whiskey. And
It's
the
hard to be behind Connor in this one. It's like even like there's like old his. I think like after he knocked out Poirier in the first fight, he was like yeah, like no matter what, he's like I'm humble in victory and defeat. You know, he's like he's like I don't see. He's like I can't hate a guy that has the same dream as I do or some shit like that. But then like here he is like all these years later, just like
Sounding
on the
like-
floor, like just crying pretty much. It's
trying to like have the fight continue in the parking lot, basically.
Yeah, he even said that actually when I looked up the translation from Irish.
or from Gaelic.
Yeah, it was like-
to
he was like,
English.
if it's here or in the parking lot, we're gonna finish this.
Yeah, he was like he told Poirier, he was like, fancy you a gimblin down by the Donnybrook. And everyone was like, what the fuck is he saying?
Jeez, man. He just lost it. He lost his marbles. He was in fight mode though, you know. Like you can't blame the guy. It's kind of
You can
it's
blame
almost
him.
fucked up that you put the cameras and the mic in front of the guy that loses. You know, I've always thought that.
I was so mad at Poirier for not rubbing Connor's face in it more when he said, I wish the best for him and his family. It's like, nah, Poirier. When they brought the stretcher in to take Connor out, Poirier should have like jumped in it. And like, you can take me to my car.
That's some Masvidal shit. Like Masvidal would be doing that all day.
Yeah.
He would like take a little nap. You know,
He's like, I
to
thought
make
you said
fun.
I was leaving in
I mean,
this.
he gave him the little strut at the end.
You know, he did. Yeah, he had some energy with that.
He should have been like, oh, this will help with your leg, and give him a little bottle of hot sauce.
You could. He did like a half of the strut, right?
It's like the wife part wasn't like what he was mad at. He was like mad about the kill you stuff. Like I'm gonna murder you in there. You're gonna leave in a coffin type. Like that's what
Yeah, he said
Poirier was
that.
mad about.
Yeah.
That's why he was like, man, like I don't wish that for him. You know, I hope he comes out fine and goes home to his family. But he's like wishing me death. You know, he's like, that's not. You don't talk to people like that.
It's ironic.
So it's like,
Did Poirier completely murder McGregor Mania dead? It's never coming back after this. It's over, right?
No,
He's gonna fight Jake Paul, and that's it.
no, somehow
No, Dana said he's
Yeah.
fighting Poirier again.
Yeah.
We have to do this. Which, to be honest, man, I don't want to watch this again. Like, I'm kind of over Poirier and Conor now. Like, I would like to see him fight somebody else.
Poirier should refuse
in
it,
all
man.
fairness.
He should just be like, no.
Even Poirier is like, yeah, but he has too much room to talk.
What
in
if
this one.
Poirier bangs Connor's wife? Then I'll watch. The
Oh
next
no,
fight.
D. No.
Then
D.
I'll watch the fourth fight. I'll buy the pay per view.
Then Conor has to retire. Then,
Yeah.
dude,
We're
that's the
talking-
worst.
from life.
from life,
into the grave. He's got to retire
from
to
fatherhood. From no, that's too sad. That's the darkest timeline.
Poirier would be a pimp though. He'd be jamming out here. 2 wives, McGregor's old wife. You know.
What's funny is I feel like if Poirier had 2 wives, he would just like be stressed about being nice to both of them.
Like, I got to sell enough hot sauce to feed both families.
Yeah, like he wouldn't even be sleeping with both of them. He'd just be like, I just want to know that you 2 are happy.
He's just the guy.
As he's working at the Boys and Girls Club.
Right, exactly.
Fight wasn't really going his way, anyways. Though.
Well, Conor was gonna lose. Connor's
that
lucky.
guillotine was so interesting. That shocked me. I was like, no way, this is about to fucking happen.
Yeah, but it all looked a bit like desperation, right, from the clinch.
No, but guillotine makes sense though. Like, that's the one submission that like even a white belt could tap out a black belt with. Like, that's the one submission. It's like that's the one submission where I've seen it happen, where a blue belt will tap out a black belt with the guillotine. It happens. It's like that's the one. Like, which one do you think is more likely? A blue belt tapping out a black belt with a rear naked choke or a guillotine?
Right.
Yeah, we ran the numbers. The guillotine's the number. It's the most effective choke in all of martial arts, or whatever.
Really? That's what it said.
Yeah, we looked up the MMA numbers of like all
of
the
most submissions.
The most submissions across all martial arts for any particular move, and the guillotine's the number one.
It makes sense.
Or the rear naked choke is the number 1, and then the guillotine's the number 2.
Oh,
okay, well, yeah, but yeah, there's no well, I guess like that doesn't. So then, no, that's not true then.
It's number 2, though, I think.
You said it's the most. It's the number 1 more than rear naked choke.
Look at the mathematical certainty.
He's our math guy. We got to trust him.
Yeah.
No, we don't do that. We have quants in the back.
Ooh, the quants say that if you can't rear naked choke, guillotine.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Yeah. It's just yeah. I thought it made sense. I thought what didn't make sense was he didn't go for a sweep. Like, Poirier was like 90 degrees, like trying to, relieve the pressure. And I don't know, Conor could have like easily gone on top. He could have easily took him out.
Seems to not look great on the ground pretty often.
As soon as Poirier took him out.
I think it's underrated.
I don't know though. What have we seen?
But like definitely, for sure though, Conor was getting PTSD of the Khabib fight in that ground and pound he was taking. But,
oh my God.
Yeah, man, he could have easily ended up in mount from that guillotine position. I don't know why he didn't take it. It's like he could totally submit Dustin too. He's a brown belt, like a brown belt in jiu-jitsu.
It's on him at the end of the day, whatever Dustin was
Dustin
doing.
is a black belt, but I mean, shit, brown belt's a pretty big deal too.
He just beat him outright.
Yeah.
Once again.
But Conor has too much room to talk in this one, Because things could have looked differently in that second round. The world would never know.
What do you think about Conor denying that it was Poirier's check that broke his leg? That his leg just snapped?
Probably didn't feel it. He probably didn't see it in the moment.
The big conspiracy that I've been hearing lately throughout everything is that the kicks are getting too into vogue. And so these guys are just throwing these crazy bombs. Everyone's like watching too much Muay Thai and wanting to throw these huge bomb kicks that their legs just literally can't handle. And that's why we're seeing so many people Weidmaning themselves and stuff. It's just like, these guys are...
You're taking the risk, though, throwing your limb out there, like anything.
Like not enough shin conditioning type thing.
Yeah, they're seeing Muay Thai, but they're not living Muay Thai. And then they're trying to play the Muay Thai game, and they're like, I'm going to kick this guy with my shin as hard as I can. And it's like, well, good luck with that, Chris Weidman.
Right. They're faking that Muay Thai.
But yeah, some people are saying that's what's been going on is the kicks. These guys aren't throwing kicks that are like just meant to be building up. They're trying to throw kicks with everything they've got. And some of the guys like Izzy can get away with that because Izzy's got like great accuracy. He's going to hit the calf meat almost every time.
Could happen to him too, just as easy though. If somebody checks the kick in the same exact way. It's just, yeah.
But that's like a theory amongst the fans right now. Is they're like, these guys are kicks are too cool. Kicks are too in vogue. If this was like this was a video game, the people who run the firmwares, they would be like, we got to nerf kicks right now.
Where are the kicks?
I mean, he's done it. I mean, Conor's did that same exact thing before, though, where he goes 10 times harder on the kicks on the second fight of whoever he's fighting, like that Nate Diaz fight.
The first thing he threw, or
Yeah.
first two things he threw were big, weird kicks.
Yeah,
But
he went
landed
immediately
one.
back to that karate stand, which was working. The kicks, I think the leg kicks were working out for him at first, for sure. He was outlanding Poirier at first.
From like my personal perspective over the years, kicks are definitely happening way, way, way more often.
I mean, it's a powerful tool.
But just
you don't have to get close. It's distance managing. You know, your legs are way stronger than your hands. I think your legs are built to strike more so than your hands. There's all kinds of little components in your hands that break and shit. So I don't think people are made to strike. Like, I don't think the human body is built for that. I think it's built for grappling, personally. But
yeah, everyone's really debating the whole does the whole micro fractures make your bones stronger thing?
I don't know. We'll never know. Conor was moving fine after Poirier checked that kick with his elbow. He was moving fine.
It
was just like
It seemed noticeable. to
you
me.
see him,
but he wasn't. He was
moving.
moving fine after that. I saw the video and whatnot, but like we'll never know if like that's actually the reason why.
It's not the kick that Poirier checks like early on where he points at it. It's the one.
It's the one with the elbow, right?
Yeah. And then his leg breaks like a second later. It's like he puts it down and it breaks after that.
Yeah, I couldn't support the weight. Ugh.
We'll never know though.
It,
Until we get, I don't know, the quad.
Till
The
we
next
fix
one.
Till we fix osteoporosis. That's the real problem here. And if you're watching this, put down that P3 protein supplement and drink yourself a tall glass of some cow juice.
I don't know if that would have helped him either.
I think one glass of milk would have prevented all of this.
one 8-ounce glass per day.
1 8-ounce glass of milk per day would have stopped. Would have saved Silva. It was like,
well, we'll end this with your public service announcement. Yeah, hey, you guys got anything else on this?
No,
That-
just other than kind of being reluctant about the next fight. Nothing else really.
We may or may not see 4. It also depends on if Poirier wins the belt or not.
Yeah, I think we'll see it. If I don't know, I think I would prefer Conor to see Conor fight somebody else at this point. Like I don't think he's going away. I think not after that. Conor hates leaving on a bad note. So, but yeah, Dana says they're gonna have to do it again. And that's fucking. It is what it is.
it feels like
I don't want to see. I kind of don't. I'm over it. I kind of don't want to see that again. But
I'd say it feels like with each of these losses, Conor's power gets cut in half.
yeah, his like ego gets cut in.
And so now it's like, even if Conor wins his next 5 fights somehow, he'll at best be where he was like right after.
That's
Khabib
a lot.
beat him.
That's 5 fights is a
Yeah,
that's
I
a
mean,
lot, but
that's a lot. I was just throwing a number out
maybe
there.
maybe like 2 or 3 more.
But I think he's on a skid. But
Everyone thinks, dude, there's no doubt about that. He's definitely on a skid. He's absolutely on a skid. But then again, it's Poirier at the same time, so I don't know. So there's a lot of factors coming into this, I think.
do you think trash talk as a whole is, or like this whole like
once you bring in like people's wives, Poirier's wife had nothing to do with anything. Like I think that's where Conor may have possibly won if he didn't mention anybody's wife. Like
I say bring the wives in, make it WWE. I enjoy it.
because Conor wasn't talking shit about anybody else's wife before that, so it's like I don't know. It's just no class in it.
when he
Like
called
his wife, once you bring family into it, it's like why like this? It's just a fight. Like why do you have to like bring like my family into this?
Yeah, when he called Poirier's wife a hoe, Poirier was justified in like stomping on his ankle in the ring in my eyes there. But I just mean like now that we've seen this like arc of like we've seen the I'm gonna be the biggest villain ever arc, and it's like kids doesn't this way of life, it catches up with you. Tony Montana, it always catches up with you eventually. You can't live like a villain forever.
Tell that to Covington.
Yeah.
He's arguably a bigger villain than Conor.
I guess he's making it work. I wonder how long
Conor tries to paint himself like a hero sometimes, and he can be, but like Covington's straight up like no, he's unjustifiably like a villain. He's like robbing banks during like he's got goons. He's calling kids nerds and virgins. You know,
he's stealing candy from babies.
He's an actual villain. So who knows? That would be a cool fight, Covington versus Poirier, you know. But apparently Dustin Poirier is too scared. We'll see.
Is there anything else?
Oh, no, I think that's about it, boys.
Yep.
That one UFC fighter who got busted for pedophilia killed himself in prison.
Oh, well, good on him.
Which one?
Did the right thing.
Boopity boop boop boop. It was Travis Fulton.
I never heard of him.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah.
Nobody gives a fuck.
Yeah,
And,
I didn't know that.
and good riddance to him.
Yeah.
But we've gone way too long. We appreciate you guys if you stayed till the end. But yeah, we just want to do a reaction on this pay-per-view.
And UFC 264.
Yeah, we're gonna be back in a couple days talking about this weekend's card. So yeah, we'll see you next time. Later.
Check the bet records. It was only it's 11:30, and now it was 40.